Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with Stuff and Things, and I'm going to do a quick organization video. I'm going to, since I am actively putting my new spots for the 5 new in colors in my storage cases, I thought I would bring them out and share with you my organization strategy. So I have cases, 2 of them, and I have an extra fresh one to show you. My cases look somewhat like this. In this particular case, I have all the regals, all the neutrals, and 4 free slots that are the in colors, and I need to change the year here. And I've had this for many years now, so I'm going to peel off the 2020. You can see I had it from 2017 on. I will make a new label for the 21. I have all of the regals have an open heart and a solid heart. All of the neutrals have some sort of sprig. The brights and subtles, the brights are elephants and the subtles are flowers. And then I do have the metallics here that were in the holiday catalog 2 years back, I think. And I still have them. And I have the re-inkers, so they just live in here forever. I could take them out since they're not no longer current. But sometimes on occasion, I do find a need for them. And inside, I use a rubber band, and I always label the base and the top, because I've had a problem with, you can see these two are so dark you can't really tell the difference, and the lighter, you can sort of tell. So I got some of the tops mixed up early on, and it caused me some grief. And then I use the small bands that you can get at the dollar store or at the tack store for horses' manes. So this case, what I like about it is that it is so shallow that these barely fit in it, so there's no room for them to become disturbed. There's little slots for each. In the middle there is 1 slot here that holds 4. I do not know why it's there, but it is. And every other slot is an individual single cube size capacity. The original box, here is the top of it. I found these at a Walmart. Some of the Walmarts have crafting and sewing sections, and that's where I found this. And then I also store my paper pumpkins in these, and I needed another one for paper pumpkin because I had filled the first one up. And I was able to find these online at Walmart, and I had them delivered to the local Walmart. Since I travel full-time, my location always changes, and I have used Walmart in the various places we've been to ship items there for me to pick up. And I cannot speak highly enough about this case. The one thing that I used to do was use these large hair bands that band your hair just to keep it off your face. And I would band each of my 2. These 2 live, that store all my colors. They live together. And I had a band for each, and I have since lost the band. So if these do fall out of the trailer, which they've only done so once, the worst that's going to happen is, in fact, one did fall and I had to glue it back together. It actually is this one that I actually taped back together with Gorilla tape, and it fell, and all of them fell out, but because I used the bands, I didn't lose the lids and I didn't make a mess. Okay, so that's the big cases. And then I have these 5 that I am going to create my silhouette and outline so that I can see. The reason why I do that is so that I can see the differences in the color from, the solid elephant versus the outline elephant. And what I picked for this time, just because it's here near my desk, is Special Someone. Has this unique small flower. It has the outline flower and then the solid. So that, and I've looked at possibly using the distinctive pixelized solid, and I think for consistency I am going to still make myself use a true solid stamp. There's no pixels on this one. If it comes to the point where I feel that I need to see the differences to make good choices, I might add a third. These flowers are small enough that I could add a third pixelized version, but for now I think I'm good with a solid and a line. So we're just going to pick, the tops of these are about 1 inch wide, and I always make sure I'm consistent. The solid one is on the left and the outline is on the right. This is the evening evergreen, and then I just take snips, which I just had out and about, and I'm not feeling them. Oh, here we go. I did put them back, and then I just line up centered on the lid, so this is going to be plenty. And then I use tear and tape on the back, because I have found that the normal tape is not quite sticky enough. So I have some tear and tape here that I can use to attach. And I will get this one attached. And I find over the years I have adjusted my different things I do to my spots. And I am at this point happy with all of the special things I do to keep my spots in good shape and protected, as well as protecting my furniture and such in the trailer. We do have dark furniture, but a previous rig had light furniture, so it was very, very, oops, and as I said, the solid's always on the left. So I never know when I might be in a place that has light colored furniture or a throw. So this is what my in colors are going to look like this year. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions about my storage strategy, leave this on the video or over on my blog. I will go ahead and have on my blog, I will see if I can find a link to the Darice case on Walmart, and I will put a link there, though I'm sure that they have different your third-party suppliers that it's kind of like Amazon, where different people can be on their marketplace. So my link might not last long term. I'll even see if I have an older link and see if it still works. If I don't find anything on Walmart, I will link up an Amazon link to this Darice case. Now, I have heard from people I know who know I use this case that they have had a hard time finding this exact case, and that they've found taller ones that the spots move around inside the case, and I will try very hard to find the exact case. I will also put the spots, and I may even have a link. I use a Brother label maker for all of my labeling, and I'm not picky about font. If you can see here on this one, my particular label maker has, I don't know, 24 fonts or some crazy amount of fonts, and I purposefully kind of make it fun. I'm not really picky about exact fonts and sizes. I like to have everything be a little bit unique. More on the fun side than the really strict side. So again, questions, comments, or suggestions on this video are over on my blog. On my blog, I will have all the supplies that I can find that I used. I did use, in this case, you might be asking, this is Whisper White, and I am not going to go through. Though there was a difference in how the cardstock behaved with water, I don't think the color changes are enough to make me change. So again, I have a lot of Whisper White, so this is just a little strip of Whisper White from a remnant that I've picked and used. And hopefully you find this helpful. I love to be very organized. I feel that I spend probably 25 to 50% of my time crafting is organizing and reorganizing. It's a constant thing for me. Since I'm in a very small space, I can't let anything get out of control in the trailer. And my father-in-law came in our trailer. I didn't know he'd never been in it. And he asked before we left last week, he said, can I come in and look? And we're like, well, of course. And he came in, he's looking at, you know, everything, and he's, oh, this is really nice. This is very homey. And then he says, wait, where is all of your crafting stuff? And my husband looks up and he points to all of the cabinets around, all of the higher up cabinets, the shallower ones, all around the end, above the TV and above the theater seating. That's all my storage, and everything is hidden. The only thing that you can see in my trailer craft-wise is I have this shelving unit that's fairly new over to the left by the window, and it holds, you know, like binders and papers and a couple of cases. But it doesn't even really look like it's crafting supplies on the shelf. When I'm in the middle of like crafting and I have some supplies that I'm using, but I need them close by, like for instance, if you crafted and then I'm going to make a video, you will see my stamp cases might be here. But for the most part, you really don't see my crafting supplies out at all unless I am actively crafting. And I'll tell you, that has taken all of the 4 years of being in this trailer full time to master the art of quickly getting stuff out and then immediately putting it back. That is like something that has taken a long time for me to get used to. So it can be done. I have survived it, and I feel that I am way more organized because of it. So if you feel that you're out of control and unorganized, I do have a series of videos that mostly talk about RVing type organization, but most of what I do I think can easily apply to even the bigger craft rooms, which I'm always so impressed to see, because before being in the trailer I had a big craft room, but it was, I will tell you, not very organized. And someday when we land in some place and I have a craft room again, it is definitely going to be very organized. I just find it so easy to find things when you have them properly labeled, always in the same place. I think that's a big secret, is always put your items in the same place every time, even if you have to put a label in your shelving unit of what is supposed to go there, to ensure that you know where it's supposed to go every time. And even if other people use your stuff, it's nice to help them know where to put it when they're done. All right, enough rambling from me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.